A lot of people think gangs are really just a problem in big cities, but we have discovered they are terrorizing people who live all over the Dayton area. Good evening, I'm Marcia Baumhart.
I'm Michelle Kingsfield. Now there's a plan to bust those gangs and make our streets safer. Only on 2. Megan O'Rourke investigates what's being done to find and track down these dangerous groups.
The proof is in the pictures. These are the images of gangs in our community and the impact they have.
It just leads to violence, probably more killings, because it's obvious they're killing each other over the drug trade.
For many of us, this kind of lawlessness sounds like that in a foreign world. But in reality, it's what's happening in neighborhoods around our community every day. And Montgomery County Sheriff Phil Plummer has evidence. For the last 2 years, his deputies have been compiling a database of all known gang members who come through the Montgomery County Jail. So far, 275 people from 62 different groups have been booked in.
Believe it or not, a lot of them are proud of their gang status, and they tell us. We ask them, are you a gang member? And they say yes. If they don't say yes, you can see by certain tattoos, certain identifiers, certain clothing that they wear.
Deputies then pass all the information along to the state prisons and other police agencies. Sheriff Plummer calls the database a valuable crime-fighting tool.
We now know we have a certain group of people causing problems in our community, so we're doing a better job gathering intelligence, sharing it, and then targeting these individuals that are causing the problem.
Officials say they don't see national gangs like the Bloods or the Crips. Instead, it's homegrown groups based in neighborhoods like this that are causing problems.
Most of our gangs are kind of region or neighborhood related. They pick up their names by the areas they live because they're proud of where they live. The Dayton View Hustlers, that's Dayton View over off Salem Avenue. It's one of our stronger gangs right now. So, DeSoto Bass, you have the Bass Boys that live in DeSoto Bass.
Officials know these groups are growing. Dayton View Hustlers is said to be at least 100 members strong. And while police are becoming better informed, the gangs are also getting more mobile, moving now from the city to the suburbs.
We've arrested gang members in other communities, so they're fragmenting. They're getting smarter and spreading out. Criminals don't know boundary lines. That's evident. They go from Dayton to Harrison Township to Trotwood. They don't care about boundary lines.
Plummer says gang members are moving to the suburbs because there's less competition, less chance of getting robbed.
They call them the stick-em-up guys. They'll go rob the drug dealers. And nowadays they usually shoot the drug dealers, kill them, and a lot of times that group will pay them back.
Despite a recent surge in retaliatory shootings, residents like Marshall Johnson aren't concerned and say compared to other cities similar in size, Dayton doesn't have a problem.
Personally, in my opinion, I don't think so. You might catch gang areas, but it's not going to be noticeable gang violence.
Still, he says it's a good idea to keep an eye on the activity, and others agree.
I think there's danger anywhere you are, personally. But I think that the better control you have of a situation, the better off people will feel.
And Sheriff Plummer says that's why they're working so hard to get a grasp on gangs who are a danger to Dayton.
Either get out of the system, get on with the program of life, or you're going to go to prison.
Now, Plummer tells me, as far as he knows, the Montgomery County Jail was the first in the state to collect this kind of information, then pass it along to the state prisons. He says even after 2 years, he admits it's not a foolproof system, but he says when it comes to knowing who's on our streets, every little bit helps. Reporting live in Dayton, Megan O'Rourke, 2 News on your side.